Even the infamous swastika, if painted over in cheerful yellow and covered with a mosaic of kittens and flowers, somewhat loses its potency.
Hello, I'm Judge Judy, and when I'm not doling out judge-tertainment to the ignorant masses, I listen to Into Your Head.
I'm Joanne O'Carroll, and when I'm not busy talking Irish at my big fancy job, I listen to Into Your Head. From downstairs. He's very loud.
Hey everybody, this is Jerry in Southern California. I get out of bed and listen to Into Your Head.
I'm Professor Stephen Hawking. I've learned everything I know from Into Your Head, except when it's about me. I kind of know that stuff already by default. And so can you. Just continue listening for details.
You join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's Into Your Head, number 579 for Wednesday. We've a lot to get on with today. Items that need to be attended to, issues that need to be addressed, topics. Oh, topics. We've got lots and lots of topics. And we've got a new Into Your Head in-studio grand piano. It's absolute, listen to that. It's not absolutely fucking fantastic. No more shitty Yamaha keyboard here, I can tell you. No, you've got a piano now. Whenever I need it, I can bring it up here in my iPadlet stand. It's not a real piano. It's a picture of a piano on a touch screen, and you basically tap. You imagine that you're playing a piano, and then you imagine that you're able to play a piano, and then you just do this, I believe I can do different types of piano as well. You can do an electric piano, even though this isn't plugged into the power at the moment. It's running on battery. So I'm running the first ever battery-powered electric piano. Listen to this. Hold on. It's not absolutely fine. You can turn up the decay as well. Apparently decay is a quality now in the world of music. There's it with decay. What else? We've got guitar as well. I can probably ditch the Into Your Head studio guitar as well now, because listen to this. Just listen to this now. It pretty much plays itself, especially when you put it on autoplay. But you can change the keys as well. That's the new Into Your Head in-studio music generator. Absolutely fucking fantastic. And I've been creating more formal musical pieces outside of the recording window. I've been creating proper music pieces using GarageBand for iPadlet, some of which you'll hear on today's show. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Isn't technology absolutely fucking fantastic? I think it is. And you should too. If you don't think that technology is absolutely fucking fantastic, then you've been jaded. You've been jaded by life. Think back to when you were 4, or if you're one of these young people listening, think back to when you were 14, and remember there was no flying cars or iPads back then, I can tell you. And I know what you're thinking there, but that's because you don't keep abreast of the news. There are flying cars now. In fact, the helicopter was supposed to be the flying car when it came along, and we all just ignored it, and we said, no, where's our flying car? I know that's a flying car they've invented there, but they're not calling it a flying car, they're calling it a helicopter. So we're just going to ignore it. It was like the boy who cried wolf. The helicopter industry came along and they said, look, we've invented your flying car here. Look, here it is. They even tried to get our attention by putting these huge rotating blades on it so you couldn't miss it. You had to start blowing air at us, making extremely loud noises. None of that is necessary for the helicopter to fly. That's just what they were trying to do to get our attention. Well, we just ignored it. We said, feck that, where's our flying cars? And they said, here's your flying car right here. It's called a helicopter. We spent the last 10 years creating it. We're going to start selling them in every car shop from next year if you ever stop ignoring it. But no, we didn't stop ignoring it. We just said, oh, that's a helicopter. It's pretty much an aeroplane with no wings, and I swear I was in a helicopter once. I was in a former military helicopter, doing moves, doing puke creating moves over Cape Town. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I nearly puked my head out. They flew up vertically and down over cliffs and upside down and all over the fucking place. I can tell you can be damn sure the hell is Christ as hell is Christ as Christ as hell is Christ, that I never looked at a helicopter straight in the eye again after that. Anyway, hello and welcome to the show. Two cats walk into a bar. One of the cats straight away goes and sits down, and then he thinks, fuck this. This is far too predictable. I do this every time. So he then stands up and goes up to the bar, and he says to his friend, fuck this, let's do things differently for a change. Let's go mad and do something off the cuff. You go and sit down and I'll order the first round in. And the other cat says, fair enough, I suppose. I'm not really one who likes changing schedules, but I'll go with the flow on this occasion. I'm feeling a bit adventurous myself. I think maybe they changed our cat food or something. So he goes and sits down, and the second cat now becomes the first cat, so we can call him the first cat now. The first cat approaches the bar, and he looks at the barman, and the barman looks at him, and he looks back at the barman, and the barman looks at him, and they think, oh Christ, something's not right here. They both start to feel a bit nervous. Next thing you know, the room is filling up with gas, invisible gas. Unfortunately, you can't see invisible gas. Hence the pre-term words invisible, which I used in that phrase. No, you can't see invisible gas. Fortunately, it has a smell. The gas company artificially adds a smell so you can notice it if there's inappropriate gas in the room. Unfortunately, this gas isn't from the gas company. It's not natural gas that's come up through the Earth's core for some reason into the bar, so nobody knows it. 5 minutes later, they're all dead. The cats had ordered Guinness, and Guinness, as you know, takes 85 hours to be poured. You halfway fill the glass up, and then you leave it to settle for 8 hours, and then you fill it up to the top, and then you start on the second pint. Some of the barmen know a little trick whereby they'll do the 2 pints at the same time, but even then, it still takes fucking ages. So anyway, they all die. The end. Well, not necessarily the end. Just because all the characters who were there at the beginning of a plot die, that doesn't mean it has to be the end of the story, you know. We all remember Saved by the Bell, The New Class, Star Trek, The Next Generation. You can carry things on without stuff. The US office without your man who left. It's still a pile of crap. But nonetheless, no. The CBS News with Dan Rather without Dan Rather. ABC News with Peter Jennings without Peter Jennings because he's dead. I did a webcomic once featuring 3 cats talking about the late Peter Jennings, for a news anchor for ABC who died of cancer. I did a very bad taste comic about. I might rerun it sometime. So suffice to say, the story. Oh yes, I was saying that the story doesn't necessarily have to end here, which is true, but in this case it does end here, because basically the whole world blows up. The gas is coming out of everywhere. It's not just in the bar. The bar is a microcosm of the whole planet at that moment. There's gas coming out from everywhere. Some big catastrophic event is happening. Of course, this is all fictional, or I wouldn't be here to tell the tale, or would I? Maybe this all happened in a previous civilization, and we came along to replace them. Who can tell? The archaeologists can tell, and the Biblicans can tell. If you read the Bible, there's probably stuff explaining all this. It probably says, back before the Noah thing, there was a big gas thing. It wasn't called back it wasn't called gas back then, of course. It was called, some evil servant of Satan with horns on it came up from under the earth, came up through all the floors of all the bars and all the joints in all the world, and that the cats happened to walk into, and they all died. They all died. The moral of this, well, there's no moral to this story, because this isn't the fucking Bible. Not everything has a moral, and this isn't Aesop's fables. This isn't Harry Potter, the next generation. This isn't a lot of things. There's an awful. This story is not a lot of things, and it is one thing, but it's not everything. That's the thing with being something. We've a whole strange attitude to this in this world, you know. If something is something, then there's 8 billion other things in the world that thing is not. But we concentrate on the one thing that it is. 1 out of 8 billion. For example, I have this mug here. Now, this mug is this mug. We know that for pretty much a fact. We're prepared, even if we don't know it for a scientific fact, we can assume it, that this mug is this mug. But that means there's billions and billions of other things in the universe that this mug is not. There's far more things that this mug is not than this mug is. Yes, we choose to concentrate on the one tiny little thing that this mug is not. A little insignificant mug among 8 billion other items and gases and animals and thoughts and emptinesses, all sorts of other crap. We got our focus completely wrong. We focus on the little things like this mug. No, focus on all the stuff that this is not. Focus on all the things that you are not. What are you not? We can pretty much. That's the additional thing. I know nothing about you, the listener. But I know about lots of other things. So if I identify you by what you're not rather than what you are, I have a far better chance of pinpointing what you're not than what you are. I know, for example, I can be almost completely sure that you are not Pope John Paul II, even though I know nothing about you. I can make that assumption with a 999% accuracy probability. You see, you can make assumptions with these things as well, and they're much more likely to be accurate. So I know that you're not Pope John Paul II. I know that you're not. This mug, for example. You see, it all comes round. It all comes back to meet you in the end. So let's get a bit of fucking perspective. Concentrate on what you're not rather than what you are. There you go, Professor Stephen Hawking. See if you can outdo that one, and you'll be welcome to come on the show and explain it if you ever can.
Hello, I'm Professor Stephen Hawking. I've learned everything I know from Into Your Head, except when it's about me. I kind of know that stuff already by default. And so can you. Just continue listening for details.
I know what you're thinking there. You're thinking, that's unfair. Professor Stephen Hawking does not listen to this. How do you know? You're in no position to state what Stephen Hawking is or is not doing at any particular time. No. You're only in a position to sit there pontificating about this, that, and the other as if you're some sort of an authority on it. You are not an authority on what Professor Stephen Hawking listens to. You are not. And if you are, or if you claim that you are, you're a damn liar and a hypocrite and an axe murderer. You're probably a paedophile as well. You're probably a shit-eating scumbag, or maybe a non-shit-eating scumbag. See there, it's not nice to have assumptions made about you. No, it's not. Make assumptions about what you're not instead. You're not a two-headed cat with whiskers coming out of its claws. You're not a... What are you You're not a piece of. I know for a fact that you're not a piece of well-mown grass in my back garden because I haven't mowed it fully since last October. I know for a fact that you're not a pebble lying on the floor of my studio. I know for a fact that you're not a cat tattoo on my left forearm. I know at least I hope you're not anyway. I haven't washed since yesterday, so if you are, tough shit. What else am I not? You're not that returned check that I've got hanging up on my blackboard here that I wrote the wrong date on by mistake and was returned to me. They said this isn't good enough. You put the wrong date on it. Apparently time travel is not available to these people. Hold on, why did I send this back? Let's have a look. I dated it. Oh, there we go. I dated it the 31st of April, and there's no such thing as the 31st of April. So apparently, when the banks see 31st of April somewhere, they've no way of thinking, he probably meant just the end of April, or we'll say, we'll assume he meant the 30th of April, so we'll allow it. No, they said we'll have to stamp this and send it back to the fella who he sent it to, and get them to send it back to him with a letter. It probably cost about €80 just to send the check back. This is the world we're living in. Fucking bankers correcting my my writing of the date on the fucking check. Maybe I did it for all they knew. I could have done that as a security feature with a non-existent date. But no, apparently that's a problem now. Having my frigging being tested by a frigging bank as to my handwriting. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. This is what we've come to. Absolutely. We have a bit of music. Let's see. We won't. He just had a fine bit of pre-recorded piano playing by me. Did you hear that? Wasn't that absolutely fucking fun? I recorded that in bed. I recorded that locked up in my bed, sitting down with my frigging modern contraption on the bed in front of me, and I just went piano, 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 thud, 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 tinkle, 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 and then I opened the app and I started recording a song. It was absolutely fucking fantastic. This will put there's going to be no more musicians in the world now, unless you count all of us who are being amateur musicians. We're going to be the musician. We're going to be the Freddie Mercurys of the next generation. We're going to be what are we going to be? I don't know. I have to admit I'm a bit tired today. I've just come back from a place where I was last night. Now I'm here. I've travelled halfway across the country today. Well, that's an exaggeration. I've travelled from the east coast of the country to this place where I am, where I live, which is about, 60 miles inland. It's at the other side of a mountain range. I didn't go up the mountain range in this occasion. We went up to Dublin and then down. Up you go, up one more way and down the other. It's like going up a mountain and then down another. You might as well have gone straight over the mountain range if you're going to do that. If you look at the map, it looks like you're going up and then down, except we weren't. It was quite level. Quite level. I wouldn't say it was perfectly level, but it was quite level compared to the mountain range that we could have gone over. Mountain ranges are not a place you want to go over on a Monday morning when it's raining. No, a mountain ranges for a Sunday afternoon drive. You get out. I've been on Sunday. I used to go on a lot of Sunday afternoon drives up the mountains. You get into your car and you go up. There you get into the passenger seat if you're me. And you wait for someone else to get into the driver's seat, and then you start up the car, and then you go. You drive, and 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 then you get to the mountain, and you go up the mountain road, and then you stop at a stream beside under a bridge, and you sit there and you have a picnic and you have a piss behind a rock. You take photos of your bear sitting on a rock, because you can't bring a cat with you up there to that sort of place. Well, I suppose you can. We didn't have cats in those days. So you bring your bear, and then you go home, and you have your Sunday afternoon tea, which consists of tea. This is rather boring, if you don't mind me saying. So I know it's fascinating to those of you who live in another world from me, worlds apart from here. If you're listening to this in Ethiopia, for example, in the 1980s, you're thinking, oh, he goes for a drive in some sort of wheeled contraption. I didn't say it was a wheeled contraption. That's an assumption on your part. I hope it's an accurate assumption. I don't know if you're in the middle of a famine there in 1980s Ethiopia, you mightn't be getting enough nutrition to your brain, so you shouldn't take risks with assumptions. Well, as it happens, it was in a wheeled contraption. Well done. Now go and hunt down some rice wherever it is you eat. Do they have popcorn in famine countries? Isn't popcorn made from rice? Or is it corn? Oh, I suppose that's a different thing. But if you sent them over bags of corns and dropped them from a helicopter on the starving people, would some of them think to make that into popcorn, I wonder? Or would they not? Would they think that was being frivolous? Surely to Christ, it's just as nutritious if you turn it into popcorn as it is if you just eat it as corn. And probably more likely to get the kids to eat it. I don't know. Although, is it salty? Is it going to make you thirsty? Is that going to be a problem when there's no water for hundreds of miles around? I don't know. These are all sorts of questions I probably could have answered if I'd paid more attention to the news when I was 3 years old, but I didn't. There's only so much you can take in those days. I took most of my early childhood, my limited brain capacity for media intake was all used up by the Pope John Paul's visit to Ireland in 1982. So that's about it. I suppose that's about it. About what? Here you ask. It's about time for a commercial. Are you an Amazon shopper? You probably are. Everybody's an Amazon shopper. Well, next time you go to Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk or Amazon.ca in Canada or any other Amazons, let me know if you use any other Amazons because I can probably add them. Instead of going directly to the site, just go to intoyourhead.com, click on my Amazon links on the right and they'll take you to Amazon, and then just carry on shopping as normal. Buy whatever you were going to buy, search for wherever you were going to search, but wherever you buy, I get a generous percentage and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Helps the show, helps me make a small part-time income out of this almost full-time the thing that I do. I don't think that's unreasonable. It's all I want to do is make a little bit of babysitting money out of my full-time work that I do. Is that too much to ask? I don't fucking think it is. So use my frigging Amazon links. Use my pet supplies links and my what do you call it, prescription glasses by post links and all the other stuff I have. Intoyourhead.com, down the right hand side of the page, they're all there. Absolutely fucking fantastic. On with the show. Oh, that reminds me, well, not that specifically, but the fact that I stopped and checked my email just after I did that commercial segment. Our UK one of our two pet supplies affiliates, in particular the one for the UK, I think, hold on, I better check this so I have my facts right. Pet Supermarket, is that my UK one or my American one? They seem to have their stuff in pounds, so I think that's my UK affiliate. They're having a spring cleaning sale, so if you go to intoyourhead.com now and click on my Pet Supermarket affiliate link, get all your pet stuff there: cleaning wipes, hair removals, pet hair remover, stain and odor removers, home and garden stuff. They even have dog glue. What the hell is a clean green dog glue? See, I have cats. I don't have to deal with issues like these. My cats make it easy for us by just cropping into these boxes full of sand. Anyway, if you need any pet supplies, go and explore the pet supermarket link at intoyourhead.com in the near future, because they're having a big spring sale. I see stuff for save 43% on simple solutions, stain and odor remover, among other things. Oh, it looks absolutely fucking fantastic. That's what it is. Now, I hope I've got that right, and that is one of my affiliates, not one of the ones that I chose not to use. We'll just go to my website and check. My website is the best place to check stuff like this. Oh yes, Pet Supermarket, there it is. UK and Ireland. I don't know if they ship anywhere. They probably do ship anywhere else. But don't tell my other US affiliate if you're shopping from them in the US, because they mightn't be too pleased. Let's see what else. There's a tweet from Jerry in Southern California, who, as I'm recording this, is listening to the previous show and quoting it. Apparently, I said, as free as a post-coital John Lennon song. Absolutely fantastic. That's one of the finest quotes. Jerry, you've good at coming up with quotes for this. You should start a new system, a new company where you deal in t-shirts just showing quotes of things that I say. Although, of course, don't then, because I'll sue you. I will sue you for successfully making money out of a venture that I've single-handedly failed to. If I did this properly, I'd be a millionaire by now. As it happens, I'm not. I'm a thousandaire, I suppose. Am I a thousandaire? Is there such thing as a thousandaire? Surely the Christ there is. If you can be a billionaire and a millionaire, they say a millionaire is a billionaire who bought an airliner. So presumably, thousandaire is a millionaire who's addicted to gambling. The 100-aire is a thousandaire who got kicked out of his job and works in McDonald's. And a 10-euro heir is a podcaster. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Is this freaking recording? Oh, it is. Thank Christ for that. Another 5 minutes should do it. Another 5 minutes into this can, and then I can kick it into the appropriate software and expunge it from my system up into the clouds. Into the clouds, quite literally, in fact, because my internet goes through the air. I'm getting a new internet system next week. I'm going to have 10 megabyte internet, or gigabyte, whatever it is. I think I have 2 at the moment. So I'm going to have one of the fastest internet connections known to man. I think they have to erect the Eiffel Tower on my roof, if I understand correctly. I hope it goes okay. I had the Eiffel Tower on my roof before for a previous internet provider, and it used to go down on Friday evenings and then not get fixed till Monday. So if you don't hear from me for about 6 months, it's because my new internet connection isn't working out. But don't worry, if I miss any shows because of it, I'll make up for them in due course. Anyway, let's end the show with something better than this.
Email us at studio@intoyourhead.com.
Dear Anthony Hopkins, thank you for your films about the man who seems to be always killing people and eating their brains and stuff. I'm sorry to be pedantic, but it would be very unusual to eat a person's brains, as most people have only one. Could you please pay a little more attention to your accuracy in your work, and remember that influential young children are watching your movies and may be influenced by your grammatical inaccuracies. Also, kidney beans are a much more appropriate vegetable to go with any organ from the main body cavity. I say that just as a piece of friendly advice. Take it whatever way you will. I am not myself a cannibal, but I often eat them with chicken and they taste nice. nice. I understand that human flesh tastes much like chicken, so no doubt my serving suggestion will transfer without undue difficulty. Thanking you, the me of the past from several years ago, writing from my old site matchstickcupcats.com. I see I even put my old bachelor pad address on this, except I asterisked out most of it. Flat 4 something 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 Dublin 6. I remember flat 4 something 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 Dublin 6. I lived there for a short time. It was basically a little one-room toilet. One room was a step up for me because it had its own built-in toilet. I didn't have to go down into the basement to find my toilet in another part of the building, and this was considered a luxury. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Anyway, good morning.
Sit, Laurie, sit.
Good cat.